Hello and welcome to a new episode of An Adventure in Infdev Plus. In this episode we are going to be exploring the Crimson Dimension, just like I said in the previous episode. I've already prepared all the stuff that I think I will need for exploring. I decided to go with enchanted golden armor and enchanted golden gear. In the Astral Dimension I'll probably go with diamond gear, since I've managed to get quite a lot of diamonds in between the episodes. Anyway, time to head in. My hope is that I will be able to conquer the two dungeon types and also get some materials. Those of course being some amethyst and some Damascus, since I don't really need any other stuff from here. Just get rid of the cast. Alright. The cast blew up my ropes. I had some ropes already prepared in here, but it seems they were blown up by the gas, so I'm gonna prepare them again. Thankfully I've got a backpack full of spare ropes, so losing a few won't matter since I can farm them. Since I can farm the cotton, which I can turn into string, as it is called in this mod, silk, which I can turn into rope. Anyway, before entering our first dungeon, I'm just gonna quickly drink the fire resistance potion. And it seems like I'll be able to fight the witch immediately. I'm just gonna drink the other potions. For the first dungeon, I'm gonna be cautious. I don't wanna die too easily. Thankfully, due to my increased stats, I don't take damage from the poison. Anyway, thankfully this was quite easy. We got some nice loot in here as well. So I'm just gonna head off. I swear there should be two more witches nearby. Over there is the other one, so I'm just gonna head there right now. And these two dungeons kind of intersected with one another. Anyway, these parts are quite easy. For now I'm just gonna defeat the three of them and then loot the rest of the dungeons. And that was the third witch. As you can see, all the fights were quite easy thanks to my preparation and thanks to the raised defense stats. So, got some life shard and some Ifrit stuff. So I'm gonna take those and move the dungeons. So I went through all of the chests in the dungeons that I found, and here are all of the important items that I managed to get. As you can see, I got quite a few golden apples, some of the Damascus shields, some Ifrit armor, muskets, some Ifrit gear, some of the two scythes, two vampire blades, and a devil's claw. I plan to scrap the Damascus shields. I should get, well, I really got 7 Damascus ingots per shield. I got 11, so I'll scrap 10, which means I'll get 70 pieces of Damascus once I scrap them. I'll also scrap some of these muskets, and I'll also take one to battle. So I should be able to get quite a lot of Damascus this way. Anyway, of course I also found some other stuff like golden swords, some scrolls, potions, and coal and some music discs. However, I don't think those are as important to show. But now I'll just continue exploring. Hopefully I'll find a fortress so that I can get more stuff. I'm gonna travel around in a obsidian boat. One thing that you should be careful about when traveling in a obsidian boat is of course getting off, since you are surrounded by lava and things like imps, since those can break your boat and you might end up in lava. Anyway, I'll continue exploring for now and hopefully find a fortress. So, as you saw, while exploring, I have managed to find 2 important things. The first being the Sword of Michael, which I found in another floating dungeon, and the second thing that I found is this fortress. So I'm gonna conquer it. First I'm gonna need to find the boss, which shouldn't be too far. And here it is. So I'm just gonna drink a fire resistance potion, shoot at it with musket to get an advancement, and now just kill it with the Sword of Michael. As you can see, it's quite an easy fight thanks to my preparations, thanks to the gear that I have. I will cut the key. And I got somewhat decent loot, however I don't think I'll be using the Ifrit gear. Anyway, now I've conquered both of the dungeons, so I don't think I'll be going dungeon exploring anymore. Instead, I'm going to I won't be looking for any more dungeons. However, I'm going to go through this dungeon to see if I find any chests, and then I'm gonna return home and sort out the items that I've managed to get, and then move on to some other stuff that I want to do in this dimension. I hadn't found anything interesting in this fortress, so I'm going to move on to the other thing that I want to do, which is explosive mining. I would like to find some Damascus this way to get some more, even if I don't really need to do so. Although first I'm going to grab myself a few night vision potions. These night vision potions should make it easier to find any Damascus ore that might appear in the wall, since they can blend in quite well in the darkness. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a single Damascus ore this way, even after spending 3 stacks of explosive arrows and some TNT. So now I'm going to try and explore the Crimson Dimension the normal way and maybe find some Damascus that way. I have decided that I would like to also try unlocking all of the advancements associated with the Crimson Dimension. The first one will be Payback, for which I need to hit a witch with a splash potion, which is a poison splash potion, which is easy. And now I just need to defeat her. The next advancement that I'll unlock is called That's Hot, which requires me to smelt something in a hellfire. Hellfire is a type of fire which appears when you set a soul sand block on. I'm gonna do it up here, or I can just use those fires. I need to have, well, can't have magnetic repel doing it. As you can see, it only smells one thing, I think. I smell. If I throw multiple ones and it smells only one, I will need those. Next up is Beat the Rage, but I forgot to grab myself some beetroot, so I'm gonna quickly grab those at home. The Beat the Rage advancement requires me to calm down a angry zombie pigman, so I'm just gonna hit it and then feed it. Although anyway, I got the advancement, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be working properly. Anyway, I'm going to get the dual backflip advancement, which requires me to attach the claw onto a falling block, which I'm gonna get using a sand block. Place it like so and then attach myself. I had the Gauntlet of Oriel, which basically works like a gravity gun, then I could also pick up a block, throw it and attach myself to it with the claw. Anyway, the next advancement requires me to kill an imp with some snowballs, so I'm gonna explore and try and find an imp. And here are some imps for us to kill. And there we go, we got the advancement. So now the only things remaining are visit all of the biomes to craft a Damascus ingot and to fully use up a Damascus hoe, all of which I need to keep exploring for. Well, I don't need to keep exploring for the hoe, but I need to keep exploring to find the ore and to find the remaining biomes that I haven't visited. And over there we've got some Damascus, so I'm just gonna get myself the lucky coin quickly so I can get as much of it as I can. I think I need a diamond pickaxe to mine it. Thankfully I've got one. And we've got 7 of them, which is nice. So I'm just gonna quickly grab myself some gold. I only need 1 gold ingot, craft the Damascus bar, so I'm just gonna make it, and here we go. So now the only remaining advancement is for me to find the remaining biome, which I'm gonna do off camera. So, I have managed to explore all the biomes. Unfortunately, I forgot to capture the moment when I unlocked the advancement. That is less more important. Anyway, before I leave the Crimson Dimension, there is one more thing that I'd like to do, which is to get myself some lava and also some withering roses. The reason why I want to do that is because as I was exploring, I have realized that there is something that I would like to do in the next episode in the Astral Dimension, which is to try to cheese the bosses a bit. Of course, I'll fight them head-on in a fair and square battle, sort of fair and square, since I feel like simply cheesing them would be as interesting. And yeah, also the reason why I'm not doing it in the Crimson Dimension is because I feel like it will be easier in the Astral Dimension. Anyway, you will see what I mean in the next episode. For now, I'll just collect the roses, return home, and unlock the last advancement. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I think I've done enough for now, and I don't think I will be visiting the Crimson Dimension anymore, since I've already conquered both of the dungeons and I've gathered more than 2.5 stacks of Damascus, which is more than enough for the rest of the series. So I'm just going to use 2 bars to make a bow and get the last advancement, and I'm just going to. So that will be it for now. I'll see you in the next one, and just for now leave you with footage of me trying to unlock the last advancement. So see you in the next one.